Keyword search breaks when customers describe the same issue 5 different ways. So today in this demo, I am going to show you how to search support tickets by meaning using embeddings. So let's go to the repo where the code is, which is, by the way, any coding agent friendly. The app takes messy support ticket text, creates embeddings with Telnyx AI Inference, stores the vectors in memory, and lets us search for similar issues using natural language. So the goal is pretty simple. If I search for text saying text to international numbers are failing, that's your support ticket, for instance, and I want the app to basically find the tickets about SMS routing issues, even if the ticket does not exactly use the same words. So let's go into our terminal. I'm already in my folder. Please make sure that you have actually cloned the repo. Just follow the setup instructions and you should be able to have all the files that are in this repo. Okay, going back to the terminal, get into your application folder, and then make sure that you have basically you're running your Flask server in a virtual environment. It's going to start the Flask app. Go into the next terminal window, and this is where you need to start indexing all your support tickets. So for this demo purpose, I already have 15 tickets in sample tickets in this repo. That's it. It says that the 15 tickets have been indexed, and the model for embedding that it's using is the NLP large version of it, and it's all hosted on Telnyx Inference. Now next up, we want to by meaning. So I have this curl command, which basically the query is I cannot send text messages to international phone numbers, and it's going to return top K, which is 3. So it's going to return top 3 queries. And here's the result. So it's showing that, okay, we have international SMS routing issue. Then the other subject, it says that SMS delivery failure to UK numbers. Third one here, it says it's sticky sender not working across messaging profile. So here you understand, like the original query that we had was I had said that I cannot send text messages to international phone numbers. Now, based on the embedding algorithm, it retrieved the top 3 results that were the most similar, and it shows you the category of it, which is messaging in all these 3 support tickets. It shows you the priority. The third one here, the example is that this is a low priority support ticket. Anyway, so this is as simple as it could get, and then we can always try another example. So for instance, if I were to say that, okay, my query this time I'm passing audio quality problems on calls, again it's going to return the top 3 results for us. As you see here, we have 2 categories of tickets under voice. One is fax, and it's all around audio quality. So it's that simple. Let's go to the repo, and I'll show you the Python script that I have for it. So like you see, this is the code. Here is where it's calling the embeddings function, calculating the cosine similarity, and here's the build index function, which is the first step that we did before starting or asking any query to this application. Now in this one, this is where the application basically combines ticket subject and body. It sends that text to Telnyx. It stores the embeddings in a NumPy matrix. If you have been coding in Python, then you're very likely familiar with the NumPy library, and keeps the ticket metadata in memory. Now, this is very simple. Some more helper functions in there. We have the indexing of tickets, we have searching of tickets. This is how it basically, whenever the user sends the query, it's going to calculate the embedding, and then it's going to search whatever similar queries there are. So yeah, it's pretty simple to use, and if you are thinking of building this into production, I would highly recommend using a real vector database for persistence and scale. You can also combine the semantic search with keyword search for exact IDs and error codes. You can even add add filters by filters for category, priority, account, date range. You can add authentication, rate limiting, log searches, clicks to improve relevance, and so much more. So yeah, if you go to this Medium link, I have more theoretical explanation of this application in a more tutorial format. That's it. That's the wrap. This is the core semantic search loop in a small Flask app. Try it out. Thank you for watching.